We went on a 9-day cruise on Princess's newest cruise ship, the Sun Princess. In this video, we'll explore some of the dining options, venues, and amenities that the ship offers, as well as share some pros and cons based on our experience, so you can see if it's the right ship for you. The Sun Princess features a modern, open-concept design with eye-catching architecture and advanced technology. With 2,157 staterooms, it can accommodate up to 4,300 guests and 1,600 crew members, making it Princess's largest cruise ship to date. The Sun Princess offers a variety of dining options. The main dining room, known as the Horizons Dining Room, serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This two-level dining room offers stunning views from the back of the ship, which we were fortunate enough to enjoy on our first night. Prior to the cruise, we had made online reservations for a table for 4 for each evening. Each night we were seated in different locations throughout the dining room and attended by different waitstaff. The Eatery is the buffet area located on Deck 9, midship and aft. Hygiene was on the minds of the designers. We appreciated the hand washing stations at the entrances of the eatery. The eatery features different food stations separated by glass barriers. Initially, we thought it would be inconvenient to have staff serving the food, but it turned out to be quite manageable, with adequate staffing to man the stations during your cruise. This setup was also much more hygienic. For breakfast and lunch, you can eat in the Butcher's Block and the Catch by Rudy area. This area usually had less guests, offering a much quieter space to dine in. Waitstaff would come around to ask for our drink selections, and there were jugs of water and juices available for self-service. Tea bags were also available. Located next to the eatery is the International Cafe. Open 24 hours, you can grab some yummy pastries, sandwiches, and coffee. The ship's entertainment center, the Piazza, is always buzzing with activities such as game shows, dance classes, theme parties, and live music. Seating is also available on decks 8 and 9, offering an overhead view of the Piazza. Depending on your preferences, the Piazza has some pros and cons. Here are some things we liked about the Piazza. It's a stunning atrium with a giant movable screen that spans several decks. Its open layout and interesting sphere structure creates a lively social gathering space with really nice views of the sea. We enjoyed watching several game shows and live music with the band Mockingbird in this vibrant setting. Since it's always a hub of activities, Piazza may not be the best choice for guests looking for a relaxing atmosphere. The area can get congested because of its centralness and the number of nearby venues surrounding it, including restaurants, Princess Live, cafes, and the casino. The space can also feel small and cramped for some of the events that are held there, such as Zumba. Seating can also be limited for popular events, and depending on where you sit, it might be difficult to see what is happening below. We'll talk more about the Piazza later in the video. Another new venue on the Sun Princess is the Dome, an architectural feature inspired by the terraces of Santorini. The Dome hosts events like the very popular Princess Shark Show, live music performances, and late-night clubbing. There is also a bar in here. During the day, it serves as a relaxing solarium. However, it could be closed when performers are rehearsing. While the space is very beautiful, the venue is small given the number of passengers and the popularity of the shows performed in there. This limited space resulted in long lines and a lack of seating for guests during shows. For example, when we attended the Cirque show Art Beat, we noted that although the staff counted and tracked the number of guests entering the dome, there was not enough seating for everyone. As a result, there is a sort of designated space in the back for attendees who did manage to get a seat to stand and watch the 30-minute performance. This is the view of the stage from where we were standing in the back of the dome. The Princess Arena is another entertainment venue on the Sun Princess. It has a capacity of 990 and is advertised to have 3 different configurations to accommodate different shows. During our cruise, we watched a variety of performances, including vocalists, aerialists, a magic act, and a theater show. It's important to arrive early for more popular shows due to the limited seating. We found that the arena had some drawbacks, such as obstructed views caused by columns and tiers that are not raised enough. As a result, some guests, especially those seated behind taller individuals, might struggle to see the stage clearly. Let's take a look at Princess Live. This space offers trivia, educational classes, comedy shows, and other events. You can also enjoy a drink from the bar inside. It's located in a busy corridor leading to the Piazza and is across from O'Malley's Irish pub. It's a common theme so far on the Sun Princess. The space is a little small for the amount of passengers on board and for the events it holds. Next, let's talk about the amenities on board the Sun Princess. The Sun Princess features 5 pools. On deck 17, you will find 2 Lido pools and the dome pool, which is partially enclosed within the dome. Deck 18 has a sanctuary pool, exclusive to those who booked a sanctuary suite, mini-suite, or balcony. The Wake View pool is located on deck 8. There are many outdoor areas to lounge and relax on the ship. Here's a look at the fitness center and the fitness studio on deck 18. It gets pretty busy at peak times, and there is a bit of a wait for machines. As for shopping, the shops of Princess are available on decks 7 and 8, offering opportunities to browse and purchase items. The Sun Princess Casino is the largest one built by Princess Cruises, occupying nearly 9,000 square feet on Deck 8. A self-service laundromat is available on most decks with staterooms. When we traveled on the Sun Princess during its inaugural year, the laundromat was free to use. However, we have heard that they have implemented charges for machine use since then. So, is the Sun Princess right for you? Let's go over the pros and cons based on our experiences. Starting with the pros. The Sun Princess is a modern ship and a departure from the other cruises we have gone on with Princess. It's the most technologically advanced cruise ship we have been on. The medallion serves as the next generation of cruise cards, offering ease of use for unlocking our stateroom, boarding, and making purchases. We also found the Princess app to be convenient for messaging and keeping track of family members on board. Although we didn't try, you can also order food or drinks through the app, and a server will deliver them to your location on the ship. However, some guests might feel this raises privacy concerns. Another thing we liked was the smart elevator system on the ship. There are no up or down buttons. Instead, you select a floor you wish to visit, and the system assigns you to an elevator going to that floor. This arrangement reduced wait times, and we never experienced crowding in the elevators, making it a super efficient and less stressful alternative to figuring out which of the 6 elevators would arrive first. The interior design of the ship is clean and minimalistic compared to other cruise ships we have been on. We like the subtle colors and the modern aesthetics. However, this style might seem somewhat bland and lacking in character to some guests. Our next pro is the cabins. We loved our stateroom. It was spacious with plenty of outlets, a nice window seat, and ample storage space. The television also provided a wide selection of shows and movies. You can check out our other video for a tour of our premium ocean view stateroom. Now, let's move on to our cons. You might have already guessed it, but it would be the size of the venues and spaces on the Sun Princess. From the Princess Arena to the Dome to the Gym to Princess Live and the Piazza, we felt that the various venues were simply not large enough for the number of guests on the Sun Princess. Popular restaurants like O'Malley's, known for their live Irish music, often had long wait times for tables. It could be confusing navigating such a large ship. It didn't help that the signage on parts of the ship was lacking, often small and unclear. We occasionally came across paper signs taped to the walls, which indicated directions to various venues. Sometimes, to get to venues at one end of the ship, we had to traverse through hallways of staterooms. However, the app provided directions to the location you wanted to get to, kind of like a pared-down Google Map. There were also map displays next to the main bank of elevators. The Sun Princess has an open concept layout, which can be a pro and a con. While the open concept layout created a more modern, spacious feel, better traffic flow, and unobstructed sea views from the large glass windows, some spaces could benefit from being more intimate. For example, the Wheelhouse Bar is relegated to the side of a busy hallway on the way to the main dining room. The dining areas for Makoto Ocean bordered the piazza, where some guests would take chairs from the bar table and move them closer to the piazza due to the limited seating. The piazza is so central to everything that the music playing or activities going on over there could also be heard well in Princess Live or in the Crooner's Bar. Lastly, for table tennis enthusiasts out there, there is only one table tennis table on the entire ship. It's located near a walkway to the dome, and let's just say it was not logistically placed. Overall, we found that the Sun Princess had slightly more advantages than disadvantages that we could overlook. If we came across an itinerary that appeals to us again, we would consider cruising on it once more. What are your thoughts on the Sun Princess? Share with us in the comments below. Thank you for watching and happy travels!